caption of that hearing. Regularly green.
So you're gonna have to continue.
I don't know as much as Chad. Craig had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. 250 feet from.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if the guys
We might
already
make that
done.
announcement as soon as the drainage board's called over, but our hearing's not till 8:30.
You know, take that, he put that valve in the line,
Thank you.
and he was supposed to be taking it out.
I
Now, whether they went ahead and done it,
We told him we didn't charge him for it.
well,
That's what it's gonna come down to.
see, these were like,
Just chat all
that,
night.
I mean, if he did that thing, it wouldn't matter.
there we go.
To them,
We're on?
what would
Now
you
we're good.
really continue
Hey, you're
to not, I
active,
would
guys.
think.
You were on.
We're on.
You're on. Chad, are you okay if we go ahead and start?
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting of the Hancock County Commissioners to order. Today is January 5th, 2026, and the time is 8:04. This meeting is being recorded and streamed for public viewing. By participating, you acknowledge that your image, voice, and comments may be captured and made publicly available. This meeting's been properly noticed as well in accordance with the Indiana Code 5-14-1.5. Let the record show a quorum of commissioners are present. The commissioners are open for business. We'll now proceed with our agenda, and at this time, I'd like to invite all in attendance to stand and join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If I could get a motion to
I make a
approve our
motion
last
to
minutes.
approve the minutes for 12/12/2025 executive session.
Second.
Motion and a second on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Now for the election of officers for 2026. I'll make a motion that we elect Commissioner Gary McDaniel, President for the 2026 term for Hancock County Commissioners.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve Gary McDaniel to be our Commissioner President for 2026. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
And I'd like to make a motion that we elect Janine Gray, Commissioner, as our Vice President for 2026.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
See, you're doing the motions now, so let's do our little chair switch here real
geez.
quickly.
You know, women have a lot
Oh,
more
and-
stuff
and
to
then we'll,
trade up.
Go ahead and recess.
Make a motion to reset the meeting for the
Second.
Drainage Board. All, got a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Meeting's,
Recess.
okay.
Lucky day, Steve.
What are you gonna do, the shuffle here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and come on over here. And here you go.
Easier.
Take that. I'll stay here for right now.
You want me to go there?
Yeah, that's what, you're president of that one, aren't you?
Oh, okay, where am
We
I
don't know
going?
yet.
Right
I don't
here.
know why you
Right
can't,
here. Yeah.
Steve?
I don't know why you can't do it.
This
As well, it might be,
Yep.
wait, here you go.
Why you can't do it from the side?
Because they have to have a target.
Oh, okay, okay.
So technically, I'm Eric today.
Well, no, you're still Janine.
Did we get new chairs?
Yes, we did.
I'll get it.
Jeez, this one's up high.
Yeah, right
It
here.
is.
There, yours is okay for now,
Yeah.
but we'll get there.
We need Steve's.
Am I in the middle?
Yeah.
Trying to find your name.
You are in the middle.
No, that's Bill.
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have.
Doesn't have-
access,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Now that we're online, we might as well get it.
I'll have the blank one. Oh,
There's Steve. He's got the.
Oh, thank you.
can't operate without that.
Oh, we got it.
Okay, we're situated. I'll call the January 6th Drainage Board meeting to order. First item of business is elect officers.
I would make a motion to retain the officers as set to 2025.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we retain the present officers. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Retain attorney.
Make a motion to retain our attorney, Steve Ellsbury.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we retain Steve Ellsbury as our attorney. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Secretary.
I make a motion we elect Eric, or no,
Corey?
Corey.
Corey as our secretary.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we elect Corey Shambaugh as our secretary. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I'd like to do one more thing as we continue through with this. If you notice on the left-hand side of your agenda, we have been a little bit unique in the way that we have done the board here in the last couple of years, that 5 of the 6 members will all come up at the same time. So I'd like to be able to stagger those a little bit for where we're at. So if we could, I'd like to take Bill and Janine and run it closer. So it's a 3-year appointment to start it from this year through 28, which is when you'll, for your office that you'll run for commissioner anyways. So I'd like to, I guess we would be appointing for a 3-year term, Bill Spalding and Janine Gray to the Drainage Board from 1/1/26 to 12/31/28. That makes sense? That makes sense for
It runs
everybody?
in their
I have
cycle.
I thought it had to run with the commissioner.
Is it,
It should have, we're just correcting it and to
Yes.
show that the
Okay.
terms
Yeah.
run with their elected terms.
okay.
And I would make a motion that we approve Chad's suggestion and make the appointments run in consecutive with their term of elected office.
Second.
The commissioners.
Yes.
The problem is it's a 3-year appointment and you guys have a 4-year term. So
Yeah.
it kind of flips through that a bit. But this way it gets those 2 back in so that way everybody's not up.
Make sure I get this right. It's been moved and seconded that we approve terms for the commissioners coincide with their elected terms. Is that,
Yes.
That sounds right.
Yes.
That's fine. You could do it that way.
any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
There we go. We're going to jump around a little bit just because of the people that are in the room. So we're going to start with number 8.
Chad, can I ask you this? So
Absolutely.
I know that Steve had come and told us that we wouldn't have a quorum. Well, since Janine and I were not here at the last meeting, and there were only 2 other people, that we were probably going to have to continue this cranberry.
We're going to do
But that's
this.
not till 8:30.
That's
I
not
know,
till
we just
8:30.
wanted to make an announcement.
Yes,
that
yes,
that
yes, that's
was-
fine. Yes,
That was kind of
absolutely.
where we were, so people didn't think, hey, I'm waiting until 8:30 to
Okay,
get to it.
yes. And, well, you really can't.
No,
There's no
we'll have to
quorum.
open that meeting, but if there's anybody here for the 8:30 public hearing, we're only gonna have 2 commissioners, so we're not gonna have a quorum, so that's gonna be continued. Welcome to stick around and hear when that date's continued to, because there won't be any future public notice.
Correct.
Fair enough?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
that's it.
Yep. No, you're fine. Thank you. All right, so let's jump to number 8. So this is the OP Moore regulated drain. So this is in Shirley. This is number 8 in your packet. The Huffs are here today. This is their house here. It's right off of Meridian Street there in Shirley. The GIS is a little off, so if you look at the second page on your attachment that you have there that I have up on the screen, the OP Moore was redone a number of years ago. The green line is actually shots that we took of where that tile actually is. The yellow line shows kind of where it is on GIS, but the actual tile is the green line that runs there through the backside of their property. Obviously, there's a 75-foot easement as that runs through there. The Huffs would like to be able to put a movable shed in the back here where these white stars are, which is obviously within the easement that's there. It's completely movable, so they can pick it up and move it for where it's at. But with the way that this tile runs across that property, it kind of limits a lot of different things that are there. So the corner of it would be about 8.5 feet from the center line of that tile as it runs through. But as I said, it would be movable. So if we had to do any work or anything, it could be picked up and moved away.
And the green line is
The green line is the
where
tile.
it actually is,
It's
and
the actual tile.
and the other one is the
It's
GIS.
the GIS. That's where the old tile ran, and so it was never shot
Okay.
back in. So the tile will not be running underneath where the building is, but it will still be to the side of it. But the building would still obviously be within the easement that is there. There's still a 75-foot easement on that tile as it runs through there. So the house and everything's in there as well. But those are pre-existing for where they're at. But so what they're coming for is to request a variance to encroach within the easement with the standard hold harmless to that distance from the tile to put a movable shed there. It'll be on a stone base, I think, is where it's at for what's there. So we're not putting any concrete there or anything like that. So completely, if something were to break down in that exact location, and we have the other side of the lot to do work on and things, but they could still move it out of the way for us to get and work on the tile that's there. So I'm bringing it before you to, bring an approval for a encroachment into the regulated drain easement for a movable shed.
And the surveyor sees no problem.
I don't see any problem with it, no. It's one of those things, since it's movable and we can work around from that standpoint. I think it's fair to be able to do.
I would make a motion that we approve the encroachment into the right-of-way for the Huff family. It's because it's a movable structure.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we allow the encroachment by the Huff family into the OP Moore regulated drain with the standard hold harmless. Anything else?
Yeah,
$25 foot to encroach into the drain,
and usually that
so that,
that's up to the board from that standpoint. A lot of times we do that if it's a permanent for where it's at. Since this is a movable, that's your choice of whether you want to waive that for that fee that's there.
Well, I would make a motion that we just waive that fee since it is a temporary structure.
And I'd second that as well.
Can we do that on the
Put it
same
in-
motion?
Can we put that in the same?
And waive the $25 per foot encroachment fee. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
I recuse myself.
Okay.
All right, so the next one is actually not on your agenda. So I'll bring it up here for you, and that's my mistake. I was out and had talked to the gentleman, Mr. Dennis Olmsted, about this. So this is on 550 North, and you can see my screen up here. So on 550 North and just east of State Road 9, Thomas Barrett regulated drain runs north to south there. This is just north of the concrete plant. And this 8-inch tile that runs on the west side of the lawyer's property. There is this property that is right here. They are looking to subdivide this homes for what's there. but obviously there's a 75-foot easement on that 8-inch tile as it runs through there. What they would like to do is to reduce that easement through there. Since it's an 8-inch tile, it'd be very similar to the subdivisions that we get when we do subdivisions that we run through, where we put regulated drains within that are tile to be able to work on it. So what Mr. Olmsted is, and the lawyers are proposing is to reduce that easement to 50 feet from the 75 feet. So they're still 50 feet from the property line and 75 feet from the center line of the tile, which still gives us a tremendous amount of room to work on that tile that's through there. But it usually in a subdivision, if we have an 8-inch tile, we usually only have a 20-foot easement on the tile that runs through there. So they're looking to reduce that easement from 50 feet, 75 feet from the center line of the tile, from 50 feet from the property line to be able to utilize that space a little bit better. I don't see an issue with it. You can only work on that with a mini excavator anyways, and for 50 feet, it's.
How old is that?
The Barrett that runs through there, I don't think we've ever replaced it, so it's probably 70 years old. We've done repairs at different spots. Actually, the most repairs we've done on this tile is not in this field. It's actually run pretty well through here. There's a riser that sits right here at the north side there, just south of 550. The worst part of tile that we've had here in recent years has actually been across the road in this little, we've actually replaced parts of it on through here. This has been the worst part of it here. We haven't done anything through here as well. It actually, this falls down the hill really well as it gets down here. And then they're looking to reduce the easement on that 8-inch tile from 75 feet from center line of tile, from 50 feet from.
And that tile, does that tile go up and drain into, that's the end of it there?
Yeah, it's the end of it. I mean, this
I know
is
there
the
was
very high
something
end of it.
on the pipe company that we did at one time.
Yeah, well, their water actually goes into this pond and then runs down along the railroad here.
So
There's a tile that's in this field that I know from Dobbins that runs over and ties into that field tile.
So now, is that an open drain there? I mean.
No, it's a tile. It's a pipe under the ground. So it's just an 8-inch pipe that's under the ground.
There and sets.
What's that?
It goes there and sets, or just dissipates into the earth?
No, it's going,
the water.
it's going to Sugar Creek.
So the water actually runs north. So when the water gets into this tile,
I think it's Sugar, maybe.
it runs north and it runs up to the Thomas Barrett.
Okay.
And then it continues to run all the way north, all the way up to 234. Goes all the way up through here. This is all open.
Okay.
And then it goes through the pond there, all the way up. And then, yes, it does run into Sugar Creek all the way just north of 234. But, yeah, this is at the high end, 8-inch tile.
And they were requesting it to be reduced again for.
So that they could develop this side of it.
Development.
So there's a 75-foot easement there
And
for the
50
8-inch
feet
tile.
is enough to get anything in there to do whatever you need to do.
Right. And so that's there.
Have you had any remonstrance from any of the neighboring landowners or anything?
Not on that tile, no, from that's there. Most of the people that are in that area just want that tile to work. So that's, yeah.
I would make a motion then that we approve the reduction in easement from 75 feet to 50 feet for, who's this again?
The lawyers. Lawler, I'm sorry.
What's the drain?
Thomas Barrett,
For the
Thomas Barrett regulated drain.
Lawlers on the Thomas Barrett regulated drain as presented by the surveyor.
Second?
Been moved and seconded that we approve the easement reduction from 75 feet to 50 feet for the lawyers
Lawler?
Lawlers?
Lawler.
on the,
That must be what it is.
Lawler.
Yeah,
Okay.
L-A-W-L-E-R.
On
Yeah.
what's the name of the tile?
The Thomas
Thomas
Barrett.
Barrett.
Thomas Barrett. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I'm opposed. Motion passes.
Good. All right, so why don't we go ahead and just walk down the list now? Let's go, let's approve our December minutes and Cranberry hearing minutes.
Oh, can we do
I
cranberry?
don't know if we can do the Cranberry minutes, we can do the December minutes.
I make a
yes.
motion that we approve the December minutes as presented.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we approve the December Drainage Board minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right, we'll do the claims.
Okay.
Try not to get too much into something here with the hearing coming up. So as you can see with the claims, it's a huge list there for you. We were extremely busy there for over Christmas. So there was two things. So part of that was the weather, part of that was guys taking a little bit of time off, and so.
I make a motion that we approve claims paid for 12/17/25 and 1/7/26.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we approve or pay the claims for 12/17 and 1/7/26. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, let's do number 6, and then we'll hold off for the hearing. So number 6 in your packet is a crossing of the regulated drain for Doe Creek, and this is at Steinmeier Road. Our So this is on Steinmeier Road, so off 800 West, so County Line 800 West. Here's actually the location. So 800 West, they are going to be running a utility access transmission services. Verizon that's running there. They are going to be below the ditch, 8 feet below the ditch for where they are. And, they are going to cross it right there, right before the road as they run through here, opposed to the east. So they are looking to cross the Doe Creek regulated drain. They have a hold harmless. They have applied, and there's a $250 fee for that.
Make a motion that we approve the crossing of the Doe Creek and Steinmeier Road through Verizon with standard hold harmless and $250 fee.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we allow the crossing of the Doe Creek by Verizon, is it? And
It's for Verizon, yes.
with the standard hold harmless and $250 fee. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right, let's do number 9 while we're here. So this is the last thing on your agenda there. This is the approving of the meeting dates for 2026. These dates coincide with the commissioners' meetings. May 4th is a Monday because of the primary election, and November 2nd is a Monday also because of the general election in November.
I'll make a motion, we approve the 2026 Drainage Board meeting dates as presented.
They will be for 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if that says on there, but
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we approve the Drainage Board meeting dates as presented at 8 a.m. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
And I would kind of recess for now until you got 3 minutes for the hearing, so.
Okay, we'll
might as well.
recess the Drainage Board meeting till 8:30 when the Cranberry Estates hearing will start.
Make a motion to recess?
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we do that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Gives you a couple minutes.
We'll wait on you.
Yes, sir.
So now what?
I guess we,
So.
You're no
did she
longer
give you the whole
chairman
thing, or
of
she
the-
only give you-
no, it's just for the year. The only thing the chairman really does is
I assume we're gonna wanna approve it.
How much longer do you have?
This is the entire one for DLC.
Or what's your,
The entire one.
3 more years. I don't know what I'm gonna go yet.
I'm
So
gonna tell you
Look
right
at 'em while
now,
I'm sitting.
I'm done.
you are after this year.
Well, I've supposedly got 3, but I got some issues
Okay.
I've considered it. I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, if you've got people that we might consider
Well-
to pop in that have good knowledge, that's what we want.
I want a farmer that knows where the water goes in the county. But, you know, most of this stuff is, farmers aren't in trouble. It's all the people that come.
Yeah. No, and that's one of the things that I hope to get better at is understanding.
It's not hard.
Oh, yeah, I've learned a lot just driving the county back and forth between home and seeing a lot of the,
Well, have you been to the Bureau Drainage Board School?
Watched online, and I don't think it does a great job of just what I
Okay.
would call drainage. I mean, you almost need like a Vince Lombardi up there with a football.
Well, when I went,
This is a drain.
that's what I did. I went. But it's not, I guess the legalities of it's what,
The other gentleman.
but a whole bunch of it's just common sense, but it doesn't. The trouble is, it's just like the one we got going.
So they can't run the hearing because they have to.
It's just common
What they're going
sense.
to do is they'll open it up.
Hey, Corey, is this meeting just?
Yep, I think we're good.
Money.
make a motion to reconvene our drainage board meeting?
Second. No.
No.
we need
No.
to-
Just reconvene.
Oh, public
I will
hearing.
call the Cranberry Mutual Drain hearing back to order. Is that how you say it?
No, to order. Oh, it is back to order, yeah.
Back to order.
Back to order.
We delayed it. Being as one member that was here, we only had 3. We do not have a quorum. So we will continue it until,
Motion to continue.
oh, okay.
Can I make a motion that we continue it?
She will be here, and then
We have not. I mean, we heard that he was in the hospital. I would recommend,
Next month, probably.
well, I don't know if we want to push it. I would recommend doing it at the next commissioners meeting, which would be in 2 weeks. I think he's starting to get on the mend, and I think he could be here for that. And if not, we could just move it from there. But that's just my opinion. From what I have understood from the people that are a part of it, they would like to see it remedied as soon as they could for what's there. But I know we want to try to make sure that we do things for where we can.
So that would be the 20th.
That would be my recommendation.
Okay, I make a motion that we
And that's up
Well,
to you guys, so,
available on that date. It's real important that you be here as well.
yeah, you have to be here
yeah, I
as well.
know, and I don't know, because I am supposed to have a hernia operation. And I'm kind of hoping that it'll happen before long. And I'm hoping to hear today what the schedule's gonna be, so I
Okay,
can't guarantee it, you know?
yeah. That's, I mean, that's up to you guys from that standpoint to figure that. And the only other thing that we could do from that standpoint is, if we have it at a different time, we could reopen the hearing and hear all the information again and then walk through it. And then that would be, the length. I'm just saying, it's because there was 2 members who weren't here from that standpoint. I mean, we could do that, but I'm throwing out options from that standpoint as we're walking through here, so.
Could we have just a quick special meeting?
It would still have to be a part of the hearing, and I think they would just have to rehear the information, right?
If the 2 that were
I
not
don't
here are
know.
going to participate.
Yes.
The 3 of us gotta be here, that's all.
We'll make it happen. I mean,
So
it's
I
up
don't
to you,
know.
whatever you want to
Set a
do.
date.
I don't know.
Maybe we just wait to find out what's
Why don't you,
is, and then if we have to have a special meeting, we can
but you still gotta,
advertise a special meeting.
You'd still have to do it in the commissioners meeting or something, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily.
no, not as, I wouldn't.
What is their, the right word, so what is their obligation for,
The hearing can be
Notice.
continued as justice requires, if that tells you anything. If we don't have a quorum,
but I guess when can they do? Okay, but
Let's
they'd have
just
to-
make it next month,
That's your
for
call.
now,
Okay, that's your call.
okay?
Then I'd make a motion,
Is that good with
yeah,
everybody?
First meeting, or our first commissioner
Be the
meeting?
third.
First commissioner meeting in
February
February.
Okay.
okay, make a motion that we continue the Cranberry hearing to February 3rd at 8 o'clock?
8:30.
8:30, okay.
Second?
Well, yeah, it depends on your thing for whatever you guys.
8:30,
8:30.
and we have a second.
Been moved and seconded that we continue the Cranberry Mutual Drain hearing until 8:30 on February 3rd. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Chad, I just have you turn and speak real loud and let everybody know there will not be any future.
Correct. There won't be any future legal notice. The hearing has now been moved to February 3rd at 8:30 in the morning.
Thank you. I just know
Yep.
sometimes people have a hard time
Absolutely,
hearing.
absolutely. Yep.
Are there people here?
Yes, there's,
Okay.
some of the respondents are here.
I'm sorry, that's the way.
And then need to close the hearing.
Close it.
Make a motion to adjourn the special hearing.
Second?
Been moved and seconded that we close the Cranberry Mutual Drain hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
You need to reopen the drainage.
Make a motion, we reopen drainage board meeting.
Second.
Been moved saying that we reopen the January 6th Drainage Board meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, let's go to number 7 on your list. So there is the Jonathan Stansberry. This is at 400 West and County Line Road to the north, 96th Street, 1000 North. There is a roundabout that Fishers is putting into this location. So I have it up on the screen here for a little bit of the plans and the things that are there. So just kind of, I'll walk you a little bit through here. So CenterPoint Energy is coming before you. They are going to be running a gas line. Theirs is in orange, as you can see here, and then down through the red. So right now, the purple line at the top on this drawing is the actual Jonathan Stansberry drain. Just a little history on the Jonathan Stansberry. Originally, the Jonathan Stansberry was an open ditch in this location. And in the 70s, it actually got turned into a tiled drain because they couldn't keep vehicles out of the ditch. So they made it into a tiled ditch at that time. Now that the roundabout is coming in, my predecessor and myself, this is now a subdivision that's coming in here. We are going to open it back up, and it's going to be it's a 2-stage ditch on this side now. And it will run where this blue line is. There will be an open ditch that will move and go this way. The board has already approved this in the past. So this was a couple years ago. This was already approved when the plans came through for this. So CenterPoint is now coming through, and they are going to run their gas line in so that they can put where they're at. The issue right now, they are actually crossing the regulated drain once now and once in the future. So the one they're crossing now is right here, which is the tile drain of the Jonathan Stansberry. And then it'll run here. It's about 8 feet from where this top of bank will be as it runs around. And then it's going to cross underneath what is the open ditch as this runs through there. So what they are looking for is permission to cross the regulated drains for where they're at. The main one, this drain will go away. Here they're supposed to start construction on this roundabout this summer. And this open ditch is where they will eventually be for the regulated drain. They're going to be, it says at least 7 feet below. The numbers they gave me is 8.3 feet. They're going to be below the drain.
So will the open, and this will be, they will actually be what will be a future open drain.
Correct. Yeah, and actually on the west side here,
Will
where
it
they're
be
at here-
deeper than the tile is now? The bottom, will it be deeper?
The problem is it will not be much deeper because the outlet is our problem
Yes.
for where we go to. So that's why it's a 2-stage ditch on this side to actually hold a little bit more water as it comes through. So it'll be, the bottom of the ditch is going to be pretty close to where that tile, the elevation of that tile is as it comes through.
And they're going to be 7
They're going to be
plus
7
feet
feet
below.
below, or actually they're going to be 8 feet below the bottom of the ditch. So they are looking for approval to cross the regulated drain with the standard hold harmless.
And maybe you better put in there that surveyor looks at it or
Yes,
something.
yes, and we will inspect it as it's being built. Yes, it's,
Now, Chad, are we gonna approve both at
At
this
one time?
point?
for this
or-
time, you're going to have to approve both because the only one that's really the drain right now is this one to the north because this bottom hasn't been constructed per se, because this drain is still working on the north side, but by the summer, that's going to go away. So yes, you are, once that drain becomes vacated at the top and relocated to the south, then that will go away. So yes, you are approving.
But they're wanting to do this before that happens.
Correct, because they want to do it before the roundabout gets in.
Is there a fee that goes along with it?
Usually it's $250.
250. Then I'll make a motion that we would allow CenterPoint Energy to cross both drains, the original regulated drain and then the new open drain, with a standard hold harmless for the county and a $250 fee.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we allow CenterPoint to cross did Stansberry at, I don't know how you want, as presented?
Per plans. There you go.
And with, what, with? maybe
With the,
that surveyor?
Yes, and we will inspect that as it
Fair
comes through,
inspect.
absolutely.
Standard home marlins and fee.
Yep.
I don't know, do we need that? Hold harmless in there, in that motion?
Well, yeah, it's a part
Or
of it,
that's
yeah.
automatic?
Well, but it still should be a part of it. That way it's,
Okay.
it's,
Let the record reflect it.
Yeah.
so.
And the 250 fee.
And the $250 fee. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right, let's go to number 5. You have the first couple pages of the consultant contracts for drainage for 2026. Again, we are looking to use Christopher B. Burke Engineering, and Carrie Daly is here from them. Carrie spoke for you guys a number of times. And DLZ, Mr. Frank Stewart, we use both of those to plans and to go over things with the regulated drains and ditches and things that we have. So these are our 2026 consultant contracts from them. I will have one more coming from Banning Engineering. They helped us with the ditch in McCordsville, the one that runs by the cemetery. We usually try to keep them on retainer as well for other projects that are there, but we have gotten these two in at this time for that. And so I'm looking for approval for the 2026 consultant contracts. Steve has a full copy of the contracts as we are sitting there to look at and to verify that everything there is up to snuff. But I
Steve,
think,
are you good with it?
Wouldn't mind just coming back. I'm almost through this one.
okay.
Print's gotten even tinier for me here. So.
Chad, is there an hourly rate for Burke? I'm not seeing
Yes,
it
there
in-
is. It all depends on the engineer that they're using. I think there's a schedule of,
That's the other page you didn't.
yeah, so there's there's a schedule.
Well,
It all depends on
Why
what,
don't you make it
what level of
sound like
engineer
as
they're using.
presented?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Rather than go through all the.
Hey, sir, are you good?
Well, okay.
That's up to you.
Oh, right there they are.
Okay,
Well, just say the schedule of fees presented,
Okay, but we
you wanna
need
see
to come
those?
back to this.
Bill.
Is that what you want, Steve?
Oh, was that Christopher
Okay.
Burke's?
Yeah, those are the schedule of fees.
Okay. Said as presented, does Steve need those, or?
He's got
But
them.
as soon as he
I think
says
he's
it's
got
okay. Okay, you wanna, what's next, Chad?
all right. The last thing we have in December, we took bids for minor repairs. And our office looked all over those. Steve had an opportunity to look at the contracts that are there for what is there. I have included for you a little color-coded copy of the stuff that we have. I have removed those who either one, the paperwork was insufficient, or two, were extremely higher than what we had for what is there. These are the groups that I would like to use. The two that are white in the middle, Blake Thompson and Drainage Construction, which is Rick Lawrence, they usually only do work for us in a field if they are in the field already. So we don't utilize them very much as a normal contractor for normal work. And they also both have ditching machines, if you go to the very bottom on that second page. So we utilize them for projects that if we need to, that we'll use a ditching machine. It's one of their fortes of what they do. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that leaves us with 7 contractors for the year. I would like to keep all 7, and the reason for that is, and the names across the top, Jimmy Moline, Ross Davis, Chuck Johnson is Steve Varga, Mike Leonard. They have all done work for us in the past. Party Pools is one of our current contractors. BLC has done work for us in the past. And North 9 is Hans Cooley, is his name of his company that is there. I would like to keep all of them. They all have a kind of a specialty or a way of that they do things. Some are better at other things than others. And ultimately, as we do work, sometimes we're in the fields with tile, sometimes we're in open ditches, sometimes we're brushing and dredging, sometimes we're in subdivisions, sometimes we're doing landscapes, sometimes we're doing, having to use a vac truck. There's just a lot of different mechanisms that we utilize for it there. I've talked to the people that are here. They understand that the work they get this is not their main form of income, right? This is something on the side for them to do for where they're at. So I would like to recommend that we approve those 9 contractors who work with the county.
And
Is there anything else I need to do with that, or is that good?
and they've all been vetted for their insurance?
There's a couple of things, the insurance and everything is good, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
One other, I'm sorry, I've been reading this. The one other point to that would be, in that authorization, you would also authorize him to contract for jobs less than, I believe, 1,000. If there's anything else that pops up that those 6, 7?
There's 9 of them total, but 7 that we are going to use normally, yes.
I would make a motion that we approve the contractor list for 2026 as recommended by the county surveyor. And what was that last thing you wanted in it?
Contractor?
Authorize him to contract for work not more than 150,000.
And, okay, and authorize, provide authorization to the surveyor to choose a contractor for any work that does not go over $150,000.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the 9 contractors presented
And
for
to,
work that does not go over $150,000. Is that what?
no, and to contract for work that doesn't go over $150,000.
Right, okay. All those, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Are you ready for them then, Steve, for the contracts? That's fine.
You good?
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve DLZ and Burke as consultants for year 2026 for the county surveyor's office.
Second.
And the schedule of fees that is presented with it.
I guess we only have Burke. Is there a different set of fees for DLZ?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here.
It's
It's here,
listed in
right here.
there.
Okay,
Right here.
Right.
oh, all right,
all in there.
I'm sorry.
Instead of giving you all, the 9-page and killing all the trees, we just gave it the first couple pages, so.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the contracts for Burke Engineering and DLZ for 2026 as presented. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
That is all that I have. The 2 points of information. Obviously, the next meeting now will be February 3rd, and then we will have the Cranberry hearing at that time as well for where they're at. Starting next month, I would like to take about 5 minutes in each of our meetings and just go over a different thing with drainage for you guys, just stuff that we deal with so that you get a little bit of understanding of how we do work for what's there and what's going on. So it'll just kind of help. I've been asked by a number of you a couple times about, is there places we can go to find more information about drainage and stuff that we do? So I'm putting together some things that we can, just real short snippets of different things that will kind of jog and help you understand a little bit more some of the stuff that goes on. Okay. So.
I'm sure Steve and Eric will be bored, but.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Maybe I'll have them stand up and talk. Absolutely. So, but that's all I have from that standpoint. So, thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn the Drainage Board meeting?
Second?
Been moved and seconded that we adjourn the January 6th Drainage Board meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay.
Can I take
We're
this
doing
home?
this again?
We got to. You're going to take mine, sir. I got it all warmed up for you.
Thank you.
I want to stretch your legs.
Did we?
popped up here. Let me see what. We will now call our meeting back to order. And first up would be Gary Poole with the Highway Department.
Good morning, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You.
First item I have is the IMPO appointment letter. I know you have a million appointments you're doing this time of year. This one would be appoint myself and Ms. Scheidler to be on the Technical and Proxy or Policy Committee for the Indianapolis Metropolitan Planning Organization.
I make a motion that we appoint to the IMPO Gary Poole and Miss, there we go, thank you, and Ann Scheidler to the IMPO board.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to appoint Gary Poole and Ms. Scheidler to the IMPO appointment or a board and to sign the approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. It is approved.
Okay, as you're signing that, we've approved the 2 prosecutor and old jail change orders. That is wrapping up over there, and we'll have this project finished up shortly. I saw we had the certificate of occupancy for the prosecutor's office, and hopefully in a couple months we can get the old jail set up as well for juvenile probation and those other items. And then we'll talk about future projects after we're done with all that. At the next council meeting, I'll be petitioning the council to increase line 4616-40050. You don't have to take any action on this. I'm going to increase this to $1.5 million in the RDC. That will come, the current intent is to bring that forward from future payments we're going to make to the schools out of the RDC. That money will be used to finalize the furniture purchase. They were not able to do that within their school districts. Obviously with Senate Bill 1 and everything, they're a little cash strapped, so they're not able to do that. So the county is going to assist the schools in getting that and their furniture and equipment purchases completed for the Amplify project. So just FYI, I will be petitioning the council at the next meeting to increase that line to $1.5 million. So Mary, you'll see me then. If you could add me, I'm going to call you later today, but if you could add me to that meeting, I'd appreciate it. And it could go to either one. If you got a spot in the fiscal meeting, I can come tomorrow or whatever, wherever fits for you. On 10 January, we have a letting. We've been successful in the previous 2 lettings with petitioning the state to fund the differences in some of the construction prices because a lot of these jobs came from 5 years ago, and they have covered them. I know with all the drama with the federal government and stuff, that's been trickier, but we've still been able to take care of our projects. This will be the last of the large projects. This will be the Steinmeier Road project. We're covered to fund the project, but right now, most of it comes out of our cumulative capital fund, which the commissioners nor the council really, they have other plans for that for some other projects. What I've done is I had a coffee with Mr. Clark and some conversations with Ms. Eden, and I'm hoping to get that on the 10th. We won't know till the 10th when that lets. Hopefully have the state cover that $2 million difference, and then that can return to, so the taxpayer's not, well, we're all paying taxes to the state and the feds as well, but bring some of that state and federal money back so we can use some of the local money more local. So we're working, that's our heavy lift for next week, is to get that. And after the 10th, I'll be able to answer, probably at the council meeting, I'll mention whether or not, Jim will be interested in that. We're going to re-up the dash cam and GPS systems. Obviously with the snow, it tests out our system. Our current GPS system is old. It's struggling a little bit, which makes it hard for us to do 2 things. One, make sure we hit everything, because it's in the middle of the night with a blowing snow. It's hard to make sure we hit everything, because often you can't tell you hit a road 30 minutes after you plowed it. But we try to make sure we get out to everywhere. So probably this spring or so, we're going to re-up looking at our system, see if we can modernize it a little bit. We're probably going to nest into the state system. because it's cheaper, because they bought a giant system for the state plows, so there's a economy of scale there. That said, I want to do like all our projects, we do competitive bidding to make sure the taxpayers getting the best price. Commissioners Conference info, I didn't really come back with that. So Senator Kreider and Representative Lawson are working some legislation for us to try to free up a lot of the bureaucracy around specifically capital projects, the building of capital projects. There's a lot of good laws and stuff in place, but some of them become redundant or they conflict with each other, and that costs the taxpayer money in design and stuff because things get reworked, delays. So we have a pretty comprehensive package that they're carrying forward. So if you talk to them, thank them for helping us with that. Bridges on 3 South and 4 South. So 4 South's already closed. 3 South will be closing shortly. The surveyor's already going to do one of his projects at the same time when that 3 South is closed. We try to nest together to make sure that it's going to be closing inconvenient. Might as well do all the work in that location at the same time. There's some utility work, so there's going to be a bunch of work going on at these places at the same time, but we'll have a closure about 150 days, and then hopefully all that work will be done. It's posted, so just that's coming. Snow policy, we had a really rough December, so we are right now, and like I've said in the last meeting, until we can get something reworked, because remember the state is reworking their salt too. And they're a lot bigger dog than we are. But I'm trying to get some scraps to make sure we have enough salt. We can't just keep blowing salt like we are. We could cover December, but then we won't have any salt for February. We can't have no salt. So we have to be very thoughtful about our salt usage. We're working on it. I'll let you know if I need any help anywhere, but it's just a matter of physics. There's only so much salt. And there's been a lot more snow this year.
It seems like we've had a few real
Those
light
little dustings
winters
are
and
just
then-
tough. Because a little bit of snow, you often have to use more salt because that won't hold the salt. You can drop salt on it, it just gets knocked off the road or blows off the road. It's windy, it doesn't do anything. But people want people are calling, they want it melted. I'm like, we're gonna have to drive on a little bit of icy roads, which they're gonna be icy anyway. We got 10 trucks. It takes us a long time to get around everywhere, but people are pretty good about driving. And if they're not good about driving, they learn.
Yeah, real quick.
That they want to be good about driving. But we're trying to help them out. But we're just going to be a little bit thriftier with salt until we get something reworked. But we're working on that pretty hard. Speed and stop sign ordinances, we've talked about that. I passed them up. I didn't bring them with me, but I'm hoping they get signed at some point. Okay. So would you like me to go ahead and send those over to the auditor's office?
Please do.
Will do.
We all got it, so
Okay.
We did.
There's no hurry, but I'm going to leave it on here till it's done.
we can put it on next month's meeting, can't we? Okay.
Our CCMG bids for microsurfacing next year will be received the 20th of January, so you'll have that on your calendar then. That's for the microsurface project. It's more popular than chip seal. Hey, I love chip seal, but it's uglier than sin. It's messy. It works, but it's doggone, it's messy. The microsurface is a lot better looking product.
And a lot of good life out of the microsurface too. It's a good product.
So we're gonna keep going to that well until it dries up. So you'll see that in the 20th of January. Barring any questions, that's all I have. It'll be a busy year design-wise this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Sheriff Burkhart.
He hasn't been to council yet.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Early.
Well, you
caught me off
Somebody
guard.
put you in the right spot,
You
evidently.
caught me off guard here. I wasn't expecting to be. So I'm here today to discuss a topic of discussion that's been pretty talked about here lately, and that's the expansion of the court security program. You should have, hopefully, Sarah's really good at that, of the proposal. And so my proposal for this would be 5 court security officers. And the way that would work would be it's kind of like a subdivision of the jail to where you would take senior jail officers that were interested in working court security, transitioning them over to that place, and then rehiring new jail officers at a base rate for that position. And so that would be the idea. I think at 5, I mean, to me, that's bare minimum. It probably needs to be more, but hopefully with the 5 being there, and, you know, we were looking at also, you know, the annex, you know, having somebody here hopefully all the time. And then also we need to look at it probably in the future. I don't know what that looks like because I haven't looked at the prints lately on what they've done for juvenile probation. There was at one point in time in the plans a security desk there. I don't know if it still exists or doesn't exist in that.
Since they did all the demo over there, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't know. I know when they originally, you know, talking with Josh back in the day, you know, that, you know, there was a plan for that security desk for people coming and going. And so that's something to think about for the future. I'm hoping with the 5, you know, that the problems you have is the PTO time, you know, and day, you know, if we run on Monday through Friday, you know, that's not a big deal, but the PTO is where we're becoming a problem because everybody gets so much PTO now in taking days off. So we're hoping to fill in those gaps of the full-time with the part-time, you know, for those guys that's taking off and utilizing part-time to fill those gaps in there when that takes place. And so this is a proposal, you know, based off your recommendation on which direction to go with this. I was going to present it to the Budget Committee tomorrow.
Sheriff, I think you did a great job. It looks like you put a whole lot of thought into it, and I know you've been talking about this for a while, and you jumped on and took care of it, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And I know the judges appreciate it too, so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We will definitely pass this on, so.
Will we have access to them too for our night meetings, the planning night meeting or the BZA night meeting as needed?
Yeah, as needed. We'll utilize those. I need to find out, and I don't know for sure. I know at one time that, you know, I detailed a road car here. I don't know if that's still happening. Hopefully it still is. I haven't checked on it into whether or not it is, but we'll work that out so we can have somebody here one way or the other for that. Whether it's an off shift or, you know, whether we use a flex shift in some fashion to where they can be here for those times. I know it's like once a month, really.
Right.
Yeah, for that one particular meeting. So we should be able to flex that time to make that happen.
Okay.
I have a motion to approve.
I feel like we should make a motion to send this to the county council with a favorable recommendation.
I second that.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to recommend this as a favorable recommendation for county council to approve as presented by the sheriff for 5 full-time court security officers and promotion of court security sergeant. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. It passes. Thank you,
All right.
sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I'll be with them tomorrow. So,
Good
all right.
luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Miriam Rollis.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm requesting approval to attend the Indiana University Executive Development Program. It's in Bloomington. I was awarded a scholarship to participate. The class was limited to 40, and only 7 scholarships were awarded. So I'm super excited to receive this scholarship and have the opportunity to learn and collaborate with peers for Parks and Recreation. And the program runs from April 19th through April 22nd. It focuses on leadership and management skill development for Parks and Rec. With the 50% scholarship, the cost is reduced to $257.50 and $370 for lodging. So it shouldn't exceed $700 to attend. So I'm here to request your blessing on going to this program.
Do we know where we're going to pay for this from?
I believe it was
some
discussed
training
possibly the
somewhere.
commissioner's training line.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Well, I would make a recommendation that we approve the IU Executive Development Program for Parks and Recreation for Miriam Rolls, the board president, with cost not to exceed $700. That will be paid for through the commissioner's training budget.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the training for Miriam Rollins through the Parks and Rec Board President, or for the Parks and Rec Board President through the IU Executive Development Program, along with her scholarship for $257 is out of our area plus travel expenses to not exceed $700. All those, any further discussion? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Well, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to the opportunity and grateful for your support and confidence.
Thank you
in
very
me.
much.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, Miriam.
Lacey Willard.
Good morning, Lacey Willard. I'm the secretary for Hancock Health on the Board of Trustees. I'm here to request the reappointment of two of our trustees to four-year terms. They have served with distinguished capacity. They share their expertise with our community regularly. And not only are they meeting the mission for Hancock Health, but also the county objectives for bringing population health to the people in our county. So first, I'd like to request the reappointment of Dr. Dean Felker. He brings clinical leadership to our board. It's a best practice to have someone who is a practicing physician or recently practicing physician on the board, mostly because there's some insights that come with the physician point of view, medical staff point of view. He always comes and brings to our decision-making the experience of what is going to drive engagement for our staff and for our physicians and for our recruits. Also, great insights into how we handle care delivery. There are some really unique circumstances for how hospitals have governance, one of which is safety. Another's quality. We are publicly ranked on these, and so his expertise in some of the decision-making has been excellent for us, and his real-world experience he brings all the time. So he's clinical expertise, fiscal expertise, and he's always looking in the long term. Maria Bond is the second applicant that we have, and Maria, again, for a reappointment. She joins us here if there are any questions at the end that we have. She does bring an operational mindset. You might know her from the great work she does with the Mount Vernon Community School District. She is ever present in the community on behalf of really a lot of efforts within the county. She most brings an assessment of public-facing impact to the decision-making. And so for a hospital board, we have great expertise with our staff. And so the hospital board trustees bring just different perspectives. And what she brings is a knowledge of how we build community trust, when healthcare trust is really important. And Maria brings that to all of our decisions. She's also looking at how we can pursue transparency in bringing and building that public trust. And so trust, fiscal responsibility, and a lot of strategy is what she brings and has brought to the board. So in conclusion, we're looking for some continuity. There are a lot of changes within hospital systems right now. We're looking at some pressures from the reimbursement complexities, both from the public and the private payer side. Huge complexities coming our way, and there's a lot of advocacy going on. A lot of change in workforce developments. COVID did not do a lot of favors for the hospital systems, and especially working within systems. And there's ever-changing, evolving needs of our patients, which we're looking to meet with this type of expertise on our board. So thank you for the opportunity to submit a request for reappointments for both Dr. Dean and Maria, and Maria and I can answer any questions if you like.
I don't have any questions.
Okay, I make a motion that we reappoint Maria Bond and Dr. Dean Felker to the Board of Trustees for Hancock Regional Hospital, effective January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2029, effective immediately.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Ms. Bond and Dr. Felker to the 4-year term of the hospital Board of Trustees, starting January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2029. All those, is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to skip this. We've still got another half hour, so let's go ahead and go with Michael Keister with the Horse Historical Society. Here? Oh, there we go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm back again. Before I start, I just want to stop and since we're here face to face, just say that the Hancock County Historical Society appreciates the support of the Hancock County Commissioners. And as the president and curator, I know that that is a very true statement. The directors told me that make sure that I say a thank you when I come in today, so I got that done. Today, what I'm going to do is request signatures and initials on a gift agreement form from the commissioners in regards to the rescue of 8 artifacts. And I have some paperwork that I don't know if you want to copy or not. Okay, at some point. I have the pictures of the artifacts that were rescued from the memorial building, and I can get those up there in just a second. Those are already in our possession. I made a trip to the memorial building, and I had to go to the basement where the kids' play area is and talk to Amy Studebaker. It turns out she wasn't the correct person to release those artifacts, so I'm here today to do it formally with the commissioners because you're in charge of what goes in and out the door of the memorial building. Right, right. Corey Taylor also facilitated this because he found the artifacts in the dark recesses of the memorial building. So we are in possession. They have been quarantined, and most of them have been cleaned. These artifacts were covered in coal dust, and some were broken, some were damaged. We have taken care of that. So we are seeking permission via this gift agreement that I have to add these to our collections with your signatures. Previously, I was here, if you might remember, to receive the Hancock heroes portraits of the Hancock veterans that had been on display in the courthouse lawn, ended up in the courthouse basement, ended up getting wet. We have those now, and thanks to you and your permission, and that has been a positive impact on our collections. We have had up to 10 families contact us to find out if we have a picture of their father or their mother. And 5 of those families have gotten lucky, and we were able to find their parents or their cousin or their uncle and provide them with a picture. So this is working. This process is working, getting these artifacts and sharing them with Hancock County. So today I would like to just have you sign this form on the front. All 3 of you can sign like you did before. And then there's another page that has a red X on it. You can initial that. And there's a description here. And I've got some pictures of the artifacts here.
Would
I'm
you
just
bring
gonna
those
highlight.
pictures up here?
Pardon?
When you come up, would you bring those pictures up here
I
for
will.
us to see? Thank you.
Let me bring those now.
Extra copy. Oh, you only have one? Okay.
Can we-
Okay.
Thank you. I just was interested. Appreciate that.
For the curious, some of these artifacts where we had china plates from the American Legion. We had a portrait of a general that was damaged and broken, and we've restored that already. We had a poster that used to sit out in front of the memorial building when the Sciotes would have their cafeteria dinners. And that was vintage 1952. So some of these artifacts have been sitting in the memorial building for over 50 years. And so we're glad to get them out of there and get them in the sight of our visitors and our guests.
I would make a motion that the commissioners would approve and sign the certificate of gift for the Hancock County Historical Society gift agreement for the artifacts that were presented and brought in from the memorial building.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to approve the Hancock County Historical Society gift agreement of artifacts that were found in the memorial building basement, left to disintegrate, and they didn't. So thanks to the Historical Society that we have those forever. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Yay.
Yeah, no problem.
You want to put your initial on that one? I think that's what he's talking about. We signed it all the last time.
Oh, yeah.
We've all signed it before. You just.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, you can send that down.
Oh, Mary.
Collar scanner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lance Nedegger? Okay, should have some.
Good morning again.
Disbursement or something.
It has been a little while since we gave you an update. I believe the last one was in the end of October. So it's my great pleasure to bring you all up to speed on the good progress that's been made out at the Amplify project site. I don't have a lot of updates for you on the site work side. A lot going into the winter occurred, but the bottom line is we have asphalt base down with temporary striping. All the curbing is in, light pole bases are in. But other than that, really due to the weather, we're on hold with regard to the site work. When it comes to the building, we have a lot of movement. As I was updating the photos here, looking at the ones from my last update, so much has changed that it was pretty exciting to see the changes here. Last time the question was raised, when will the building be enclosed? It really is at this point in time enclosed. The curtain wall, as you can see in this image, all that glass is installed. There are some windows here and there that are still awaiting installation, but for the most part, everything's done there. Drywall is almost completely done, finished. Finished painting is in various stages of either completion or being completed as we speak. You're going to see images here where ceiling grid is installed or is being installed. We have lighting that's installed and continuing to be installed. Milestone is always getting the boilers and the heating system operational, so we have that. We have that smoke coming out of the stacks, which is great. And then 9-Star has been great. They mobilized and have pulled all their low voltage and data cabling. I'll keep on going through, and then at the end, if you guys have any questions, but feel free to stop me at any time. So we are on budget. The bottom line is we are on budget, which is great news. And when it comes to the schedule, we are on schedule. So occupancy, the end users should be able to occupy, and Amplify can occupy mid-June, right around the 20th of June. So we're right on target there. Before you today, you will see that there is a furniture proposal. This is for loose furniture for the classrooms and administrative spaces, so chairs, desks, so on and so forth, which is different from what Gary Poole had brought up earlier with the school equipment. That is also a milestone in coordinating with all of the end users and all the stakeholders. Getting that furniture package here today feels like a really good milestone. So here's an image of the building that you're probably accustomed to seeing from passing by on 300 North. A view from the southwest corner of the building. This entrance right here is actually the bus drop-off. So this would be the HC3 and the Hancock County School bus drop-off. And there's another entrance for the admin offices further down toward where that lift. A view from the northeast. See the finished nature of the building. And back behind the building, you can see that all the overhead doors are installed. You can see the chillers are installed here. You can see that canopies over these doorways are in various states of completion. The dumpster blinds in, and you've got the glass work on this north entrance here. This is the HC3, so that's school, the admin space. So you can see the drywall's finished, paint is finished, ceiling grid is going in, and lights are installed in the ceiling grid. This is the Hancock Health classroom. Again, just an image of the state of the finishes. This one's kind of fun. This is the welding lab. So this is going to be shared by between the county schools and Ivy Tech. So this is just showing all the ductwork and the exhaust system that's installed, the mechanicals. This is the building trades lab. So again, we've got dust collection systems installed. You can see there's power cord reels are installed and operational. Plywood is down around the perimeters of the drywall to protect those in all the lab spaces. This is the Ivy Tech lab. You've got the sound attenuation panels mounted on the walls around the space. You've got the plywood on, and again, you've got the bus ducts, the electrical bus ducts overhead and installed. And this is an Ivy Tech classroom where we actually have ceiling tile installed and finished fixtures, such as speakers installed. This is one of the data control rooms. So the IDF room, just kind of an image of how many low voltage cables have been pulled by 9-Star into this location. And this is kind of fun. The monumental stair in the center common area has been installed. The ironwork and the concrete was poured in those steps. So this is really the focal point of the building and the main congregation point where events will occur. Another view of the same area, you can see that the plastic has been removed where all the windows are on the south facade. And yet another view right in front of where the elevator is, looking at the same area. That's the end of the slides. Does anybody have any questions?
It looked good. I drove around it the other day. I figured I'd get a call saying stay off property, but at the same time I didn't. But it looks very good. It's come a long way.
If at any point you guys want to take a tour, just reach out, let me know. I know Mr. Poole and and Ms. Scheidler are supposed to come yet this afternoon here, so. Everything's rocking and rolling.
Good. It's nice to know it's on track too. We're on the
Yeah.
timeline to fit it, to get people into it.
Budget and schedule.
Beginning of the school year.
Yes, on track. Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lance.
Do you want to go ahead and
Yes.
approve this? We have, for the Hancock County Commissioners, the furniture procurement for the Amplify Hancock. This will be provided by Commercial Office Environments to procure loose furniture for the Amplify Hancock project. The Veritas has led the coordination of efforts and various stakeholders to ensure that the furniture to be provided meets and needs the goals of Amplify Hancock. Furniture pricing is through Omnia Partners Cooperative Purchasing Agreement. Executing this order at this time will avoid imminent annual price increases, and the total amount proposed for furniture is $672,053.12. This amount is within the FF&E allowance for the project budget. A signature and a 50% deposit of $336,000 and $26.56. So that's the,
Is that a motion?
that's
or-
the motion.
That's a motion, okay.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to approve the Amplify Hancock Furniture Procurement Agreement in the amount of $672,053.12, signature and a 50% deposit, which is $336,026.56, is to be approved. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Any further discussion? Motion passes.
You want to just go ahead and go on with
Yep,
the other Veritas advice?
sure.
I make a motion that we approve crop damage to the Ferris drainage easement. These reasons, the Veritas Advisors recommends the Hancock County Commissioners authorize and issue payment to Mr. Robert Ferris in the amount of $3,675 and no cents for drainage, crop damage in Ferris drainage easement.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor for crop damage on the Mr. Ferris property in an amount of $3,675, where as a result of storm drainage installation for the Amplify Hancock situation for $3,675 even. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
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 Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Yes, ma'am. Should be out of the Amplify.
It should be out of the Amplify monies that we have to be able to pay that. Yes.
So Sarah, just at the bottom of that, or Mary? Just anywhere? Okay. Okay. We've got a little bit more. You wanted to do some claims and payroll and all that?
Make a motion that we approve claims and payroll.
Second.
There's a motion and second on the floor to approve claims and payroll as presented. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
I make a motion that we approve the furniture invoice for the prosecutor's office. Let me see. That's all you need, where we want to pay that? Can
That
we do
is
that from the
separate from the,
2025 bond?
I don't know if that came out of the bond or not.
I don't think it did.
What is the, what's the amount?
Do you have the amount, Sarah?
That looks like Nelson will.
It
That's
is.
E911.
It's gonna be the Office 360, right?
Yeah.
We do not have it.
Here's a copy
Oh,
of
we
them.
already approved it?
Okay.
Oh,
From a fund to be determined.
Looks like it's $2,200.
okay.
There's a second one. There's one
Two.
right behind it.
Okay.
And that was
let
we're
me-
in $13.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's already been approved. We
so
just
we
need to know
don't-
where to approve,
To pay it from.
to be determined. Okay? Okay, got the disbursement.
Yeah, we could do that
Ferris
real quick.
easement.
This is all a part of this. We could, it's just a construction fund
Oh, okay,
disbursement, number 18. Good to go with that?
Yep.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the affidavit for construction fund disbursement, request number 18, regarding Hancock County Redevelopment Authority, the redevelopment district, property tax, and the lease rental bond, series 2025. Total amount on Schedule A is $1,861,676.37.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the affidavit of construction fund disbursement, request number 18. It is for a total of $1,861,676.37 as presented. All those in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Are these separate? Are these two separate?
So I'm president.
Paid, or these
versus
all
the authority.
inclusive?
Oh, yeah.
in
Okay.
Request 18.
You are the man now.
Yeah,
They were all attached?
Yes, then they're
I didn't know something.
Okay.
Now,
all included.
Okay, but
You
no
guys got it.
signatures required. Okay.
okay. Okay, give me the second here. Here you go.
Invoices.
Okay. Do you guys need a break before we do the,
Do we want to do auditor business?
go ahead and do auditor
There
business.
is no auditor business?
No auditor business?
Okay. Do we want to start in on our board appointments?
We can do
Yeah, we
that.
can do that. This attaches to
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's invoicing.
All right. Board appointments.
Do we have a list in our
Yes,
packet?
right here. It might not be in there, but here it is.
Oh, very good. Okay. Everybody.
Not include the one.
Do what now?
It doesn't include like mine going to the plan commission and.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Outside, this is outside.
okay, very good. Okay. We have to do, we probably need to do these, one
Is there
at
a
a
problem
time.
just doing them as a group or what?
Probably for the record, we should
I think
do
they're
by individual
They have to
department.
be done just
Okay.
individually.
Okay, well, we'll start here. Advisory Board of Citizens Energy Group will be, our appointment will be Jan Jarson, one-year term ending December 31st, 2025. That is the motion.
Second.
There's a motion and second on the floor to appoint Ms. Jan Jarson to the Advisory Board of the Citizens Energy Group. One-year term ends in December 31st of 2026. That's wrong.
All these are just the.
Oh.
We're not gonna have the new term
Okay,
calculate the new term.
okay.
Okay.
So for the record, let the record reflect that Jan Jarson for the Advisory Board of Citizens Energy Group, her term will end December 31st, 2026.
Okay, there's a motion, okay. There's a second, a motion second to appoint Jan Jarson to the Advisory Board of Citizens Energy Group. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's approved.
Okay. Board of Commissioners would reappoint Bob Chandler to a one-year term ending December 31st, 2026, to the Alcohol Beverage Commission.
Second.
Motion is second on the floor to reappoint Bob Chandler to the Alcohol Beverage Commission for 1 year term, which ends on December 31st of 2026. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
This is for the Area Planning Commission, which are paid positions at $134.26 per meeting. We are reappointing Michael Long to a 4-year term, which would end in December 31st, 2029.
Second.
Okay.
And,
Oh, okay.
we need to,
Yeah, do that. Okay, let me get that last one here.
yep.
Okay. Motion second on the floor to reappoint Michael Long to the Area Plan Commission for a 4-year term, ends on December 31st, 2029. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
So you want me to make Janine, since you're...
Yeah.
Make a motion that we appoint Janine Gray to the Board of Commissioners position on the Area Planning Commission. It's a 1-year term which will end December 31 of 2026.
Oh, second, I'm sorry.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to appoint Janine Gray to the Area Plan Commission to a 1-year term, which ends December 31st, 2026. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Want me to have Bill do that? Do the next one.
I'd make a motion that we reappoint Lacey Willard to the Board of Zoning Appeals. It's a paid position where each member gets $134.26 per meeting with an additional 4-year term that would end January 1st of 2030.
Second.
Sounds strange saying 2030.
It does.
Okay. We have a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Lacey Willard to a 4-year term ending in January 1st, 2030, to the Board of Zoning Appeals at $134.26 per meeting. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And I'd make a motion that we reappoint Janine Gray to the Central Indiana Regional Workforce Board with a 1-year term ending December 31 of 2026.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Janine Gray, Janine Gray to Central Indiana Regional Workforce Board for 1 year, which ends December 31st, 2026. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Then I would make a motion to appoint Janine Gray to the Economic Development Commission. It's a 1-year term which ends December 31st, 2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Janine Gray to a 1-year term to the Economic Development Commission, Hancock County HEDC, ends December 31st, 2026. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Next, we have the Economic Development Council for Hancock County. I make a motion that the Board of Commissioners appoint Bill Spalding to that spot with a 1-year term ending December 31st, 2026.
There's a second? Second, I'll second it. I got, there's a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Bill Spalding, Commissioner Bill Spalding to the Economic Development Council Hancock County for a one-year term. This ends December 31st, 2026. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Next, we have the 911 Emergency Operations Center Management Board for Hancock County, which is an ordinance that we have this board. Board of Commissioners would reappoint Bill Spalding to a one-year term ending December 31st, 2026.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Bill Spalding for a one-year term to the 911 Operations Center Management Board of Hancock County, according to Ordinance 2008-8B, for one-year term ending December 31st, 2026. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Okay. We've already done our Hancock Regional Hospital Board, so we'll move on to Property Tax Assessment Boards, also known as Peterborough Board of Appeals. We'd like to motion to appoint Dee Carmichael and Kathy Hall to one-year terms ending December 31st, 2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Dee Carmichael and Kathy Hall to the Property Tax Assessment Board of Appeals at Peterborough for one-year term, which ends December 31st, 2026. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Next, we have the Redevelopment Commission, the RDC for Hancock County. We will be reappointing, the Board of Commissioners will be reappointing for one-year terms for Mary Zerbach, Tom Strayer, David Hawkins, and Chad Gray. Those are one-year terms that will end on December 31st, 2026.
Second.
Motion and second on the floor to reappoint to the
It's at the bottom of the
Redevelopment
page.
Commission.
Yeah.
redevelopment pay.
Redevelopment Commission.
Redevelopment, there it is. Redevelopment Commission, RDC Board, Hancock County. Reappoint for one-year term would be Mary Zerbach, Tom Strayer, David Hawkins, and Chad Gray. On the floor, with a motion second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion, opposed, same sign. Motion approved.
And I'll make a motion that we reappoint Janine Gray to our Employee Benefits Panel with a one-year term that ends December 31st of 2026.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to reappoint Commissioner Janine Gray for a one-year term to the Employee Benefits Panel. One-year term ending December 31st, 2026. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Okay. And we have three open positions for Hancock County Impact Fee Review Board, one being an engineer, one being a CPA, and one being a realtor, and those folks are being searched out as we speak, so we will not be able to do those today.
Okay.
And we just need an answer by, I think it was our February first board meeting.
Okay, so we'll get an answer probably later this week. So, okay. Okay, I'd take a motion to recess for the Solid Waste Board.
Second.
Oh,
I'll motion it. I'll
Okay.
make that motion.
we've got a motion second to recess for the Solid Waste Board. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign.
We got 3 minutes.
We're joined.
Oh, look at us.
Yourselves, not me.
Thought it was more.
I might not be. How was that?
True. Yes, I'm ready.
All right. I'll call the Hancock County Solid Waste Management Board meeting to order. First order of business is election of officers.
Mr. President, can I read something first? This meeting is being recorded and streamed for public viewing. By participating, you acknowledge that your image, voice, and comments may be captured and made publicly available. This meeting has been properly noticed in accordance with Indiana Code 5-14-1-1.5. Thank you.
We supposed to do that every meeting now?
Well, it's a public meeting, supposed to do it all. Anything's done in here.
FYI.
But
All right.
please advance.
Thank you very much. I'll accept nominations for the offices. President.
I will nominate Bill Spalding as president of the Solid Waste Management Board.
Second. Oh,
Are there any other nominations? Being none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Position of vice president.
I will nominate,
Make a,
oh, go ahead.
no, I'd make a motion to continue to approve Commissioner McDaniel on the vice presidency spot of the Solid Waste Board.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Are there any other nominations? Being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's passed. Congratulations.
Or condolences.
Oh, Dee Dee, he didn't mean it.
I'm no longer president of trash.
There you go.
So do you want to go over are you running the meeting now, I assume so?
I'm going to run the meeting, but you're really running the meeting, Dee Dee, so
Okay.
go on ahead.
Okay, so we need to review the minutes from the December 1st meeting.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from
December
Thursday,
1st.
January 6th at 10.
Nope,
No,
December 1st.
December 1st. Go to the front page.
Oh, December 1st, 2025. Sorry.
Second.
So motion and a second on the floor to approve the minutes from December 1st, 2025. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Next item up on the agenda is the director's report.
Okay, so we don't have hardly any invoices to approve. Did I get the? Okay, so apparently I left out the budget for this year. The only invoice that we had to approve was the director contract for December in the amount of $6,163.47.
Take a motion on the approval of the invoices.
Make a motion to approve invoices as presented for $6,163.47, you say?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Second.
The motion and a second on the floor to approve the invoices. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. On to update roster is what I have under director's report.
Yes, and I did hand that out, and that is being passed down for you guys to update if there are any changes to your phone number or address or anything. Please update that. And also the minutes were passed down to be signed as well.
Neither one of them were here. That's what, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry,
So,
I forgot.
so we're on to old business.
Yes.
So the item tire grant, I submitted the application for that grant in mid-December. Probably won't have any information on that until sometime this month. So I don't know our status on that, but it was submitted. The IDEM Community Recycling Grant update, they gave out their awards in mid-December as well. Unfortunately, we were not awarded that grant. There was $1.3 million requested, and they only were awarded $500,000. So it was a pretty tough competition. I do have some other options for that. That was for the recycling trash bins for the Parks Department, and we'll discuss that further down in the agenda. The IDEM Swiffer Grant update, they were supposed to have made their awards known in December, but they have postponed that until the end of January. Apparently, there's more funding that they have found to become available for that, and they've had some changes in staff, and so there's a lot of issues going on right now at IDEM. So they're going to postpone the further awarding of those grants until the end of January. The Christmas tree light recycling project is ongoing. I don't have any totals yet, as the last pickups have not even taken place. They will be extended. We're not going to do those until the week of January 19th, so that as people take their lights down, they can, recycle them rather than hanging on to them till next year. So I won't have those updates until next meeting in February, as well as the Christmas tree mulching. That I won't have those totals till February either. Excuse me. So no cold feet shoe recycling project will take place the last week of January. We currently have 7 schools that are confirmed that are going to be participating. We had 8 last year, so there's still the opportunity for a couple more schools to join in. They have until, I think it's January 17th that I gave them to respond to join that. So there could be a chance we'll get a few more, but right now we have 7, so that's great. The director contract and department vehicle ownership transfer. To head up that discussion. The contract was revised, and I did receive it yesterday. Read through it, made a few changes, so I don't know how you want to proceed with that.
I know Scott has taken a look at the contract. He has some suggestions.
So her status is one as an independent contractor. So there's a few provisions that we needed to edit and tailor, make sure that that status is maintained wherever reviewed. So Dee Dee asked that her LLC be the entity that's contracted with. I think it's more appropriate that the contract be with her individually. I understand I'm sure from her side, there's some business, for that, maybe some tax consequences. But I think we should be contracting with her, because I don't know what else the DECA does. I know in the past we have contracted with DECA on her previous contract, but recommend it be with her individually. We are going to change the vacation time, so I think it's contemplated that as opposed to an employee, she would come in and tell you when she was. You don't exercise control over that. Now, the other part of it is timesheets and keeping track of her time. Commissioners, and I think this board wanted to have her present time sheet, show you what she worked on. That could be done, monthly, could be done quarterly, however you want to do it. So that was a request. I'm not sure that Dee Dee, I'm not speaking for her, but we talked about it. She's not really comfortable doing that, but it's up to you whether that's in the agreement as it stands right now. So those are the main provisions still being kind of ironed out. I don't know if the board wants to weigh in on that.
So would quarterly be okay, or we want something closer than that?
As far as what the
Her-
reporting
her
status
time,
was, I
yeah.
think the reason we were asking for the reporting status is so that if you ever did come and ask for an additional pay increase, that we could make a favorable recommendation based on what we were seeing, because that's what the council's going to ask is, can you justify your time to us? Do you have some kind of day book that you keep where you keep track of that time? Because if you don't, it's hard for us to know. I mean, I trust you as a person for you to say you're doing this, but I look at the employees that I supervise in the real world, and I'm like a trust but verify kind of guy. I want some kind of day planner or electronic, computer means to say, here's where I was on this day and spent this amount of time to it, because then we can go and make this recommendation and say, look at Dee Dee, she is just overworked. She needs this additional monies to do this, or needs an additional staffer to help her with this. And without that, I don't think we have that leverage.
So I did do a detailed timesheet for the month of October after we had this discussion back in September. And to me, and this is just me personally, it was very stressful because, sorry, I can't talk. Because I was constantly trying to update that sheet. You asked for 15-minute increments. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. And it was very stressful for me to try to remember to keep that updated every 15 minutes.
Not that you have to update it every 15 minutes, but what your task is. If
So
there's a task
I can just
that's
do a list for the
15,
day of what I've worked on?
it can be general.
Okay, if that's all you need is just a list of what I've worked on, that would be fine.
Break it down into the amount of time that you
spend on
did it. Like maybe you did paperwork or miscellaneous, paperwork for an hour, but 15 minutes of those, breaks were for something that involved that paperwork. You can just paperwork. I'll use an example from what I do. I have a code that I use in my day book called field supervision. I do a lot of different things that involve field supervision, but I can wrap that up and say in an hour I did field supervision. I might have went and met with 4 of my people for 15 minutes at a time, but I don't want you to have to overthink your whole day.
Okay,
Just
that was,
to make it.
that was too much.
Basically, I spent my time doing this timesheet, kind of day.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, I jump all over the place when I'm working. I get a phone call here, I'll get an email that I respond to. So I'm like constantly jumping from task to task, and to try to document, exactly what I'm doing all day long, it was quite stressful.
We're not trying to micromanage that.
Okay.
It's just a general, here's
Yeah,
what
no,
I'm
I can do
doing.
that. Yeah, no, that'd be fine.
Just to kind of reinforce that, as an independent contractor, you normally would submit an invoice anyway, and you would have to break down your time. And that way, you would be paid that way. So it makes sense to do this. You're not an employee,
Right.
so it is different. If you were an employee, that wouldn't be required necessarily. But
So,
it's not.
Scott, so you'll rework it and bring it back to us, or?
Well, it's in there that way now. She just wanted to discuss it.
Oh, so what about our vacation and all that? Do you need to
I am
update
gonna
that?
change that. I agree with her on that, because we, as an independent contractor, we don't exercise the same control over her as to benefits, including vacation. So I think that's appropriate to strike out of there. Then the only other thing is the entity, which I think the contract should be with her as a director.
Is there a reason why you don't want to do it through my business? Because it's the only thing that I'm doing for that business.
You're individually director, so it's not your LLC. I understand why you would want to do it that way. I think practically speaking, we're not contracting with DECA, and I think DECA was doing other things previously.
It has been in the past,
It
yeah.
might do it in the future, so I think just to be clean, I don't think that's going to change anything you do from a tax standpoint, but you'll have to confer. It shouldn't. It still can be run through the LLC. I just think that's the proper way to do it.
Okay. So do we need a motion on that?
So you just want me to, we can approve the contract subject to further legal review and changes that have been discussed.
And I would take a motion on that.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the contract for our contract director for the Hancock County Solid Waste District, with changes to be made at a future date in agreement by all.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor on contract approval, pending legal review as well. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
So Dee Dee, I'll send you another draft,
Okay.
things we talked about. Hopefully that'll get it back to them for signature.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah, what about the vehicle?
good.
I thought we'd already taken care of the vehicle.
No, they were waiting until the contract was done.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll continue that.
I guess we can,
We can wait. I don't think there's any issue with waiting on that. I saw the vehicle outside of the Purdue building, so the vehicle is there. It's just the paperwork of saying this goes over from the sheriff to
so who
solid waste.
needs to do that paperwork?
I don't remember, did we sign your title, Sheriff, to that truck? The SUV that's at the Purdue building?
I think I don't know if we signed the title to that or not.
I was thinking we motioned to do it.
Okay.
Inventory, I think.
Then we don't have to do anything with it. It's just in their inventory. We've just changed. Okay. So it's in your inventory.
Well, they were wanting to transfer it over to the solid waste district. Since I'm not a county employee, I couldn't drive a county vehicle. So it was going to be transferred for $1 over to the solid waste district.
Okay, then we probably need to get the title and change it over and sell it to the solid waste district for $1. Right, the sheriff could come up and say he's surplusing this and gonna give it for $1 for solid waste. We'll sign that. Okay. On to new business.
Okay, so I have been contacted by the Greenfield Banking Company. They want to do a partnership for our shredding events because last year they had a shredding event the exact same day that we had ours. And so they're wanting to work together this year. So I have a meeting scheduled with them on Thursday to discuss how that's going to happen and how it's going to work. So I'm not sure exactly what that will entail, but we'll get things worked out on Thursday. So that's really cool to have another community partner. So I have on here the Recycle Hancock County grant. I'm going to table that to our next meeting. I have some ideas that I want to run and by you for that. However, due to the fact that we did not get the IDEM Community Recycling Grant update, I wanted to get permission to apply for the Hancock County Community Foundation grant. They're awarding grants up to $10,000. And so I was wanting to submit a letter of interest and then the application to apply for the recycling and trash containers for the Parks Department in the amount of $10,000. So I wanted to get your blessing on that.
Can I get a motion for Dee Dee to be able to apply for the Hancock County Community Foundation?
I move that we approve application to the Community Foundation of Hancock County for up to $10,000.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
Okay, then last on my agenda is our 2025 annual report. So I just want to briefly hit a few of the high points for last year. I do have in here on page 6 that we have applied for 3 different grants for funding, so that's exciting. Our school programs for on page 7, I had a record year. I have hit more schools last year than I have the entire 13 years that I've been in this position.
So I'm not sure what's changed, but that's good. Things are ramping up. Or the teachers are having me come in more times, so that's pretty exciting. Our flower pot project, I had, again, a record number of kids participating, 2,600, over 2,600 students that participated in that last year. Let's see here. Our collection events, we had a record-breaking year for that as well. So we had 1,035 attendees over all of our collection events that we held last year. The last highest was in 2019. So we surpassed all the years that I've done those events as well. Electronic waste is kind of leveling out a little bit. It was peaked in about 2018, and now it's kind of gone down a little bit. I think it's based on the weights, and I think that's partially due to the old TVs that were a lot heavier than they are today. We're still getting quite a bit of items that are brought into our events, so I don't feel like the amount is dropping off, it's just the weight is changing. Hazardous waste, we collected the most in 25 than we have in my, again, 13 years. Not sure why that has changed. Maybe it's due to good publicity. I'm not really sure why we're getting a lot more. Tires, we had a almost record-breaking year. That was due to our tire grant that we had, and we were able to offer free tire recycling. So that helped bring our number of tires in. And hopefully we'll be able to continue that for the next year or two as well. Document shredding also had another record year. Paint is almost up to record-breaking levels. And then our newspaper recycling bin is still going. Our glass bin is still going. And then the Lend-A-Bin, we lent those out to the Parks Department this year for their concert series and from their trick-or-treat events and other things. So they've been using those for the past year. They're doing really well in collecting a lot of recycling. They're very happy with the response on that. So hopefully we can get them permanent bins. And again, we're doing the light recycling and tree mulching. Our 25 budget, oops, I forgot to change that number at the top, was basically the same as it was last year. Not much change. It will drop for 2026. My budget will be lower. And then on page 18 is the comparison with the surrounding donut counties. Again, we are quite a bit lower than, all the other counties. And then we'll be even lower next year when we have less funding. And then page 19 shows our 2025 goals. All of them were completed. I think there was only 2 that were not completed just because, well, the Parks Department was not allowing us to come in for a program this year, so we weren't able to do that. And then I have in here our 2026 goals. And the very back page is the 5-year plan that I set up in 22. And the items in red are the things that we have already completed. And then the things in black are some things that either we're still yet to complete or they may not get completed at all. Some of those things in there, like the flower pot recycling program, I don't have a supplier, a recycler that will take those items, so I'm not able to reinstate that program. So just a few things on there. But I think we've had a really good year, and I appreciate everybody and all your work on my board and your assistance and your guidance. And I think we did well. So
thank you, Dee Dee.
Thank you very much.
There is one thing I meant to mention on her agreement. So, and I just want to make sure the board has approved this as well. So what's budgeted for her payment or her compensation for this year is $75,994.40. Originally, it was $64,000. So I just want to make sure the board's aware of that and agrees with that amount. And then there was a reference that Dee Dee made to yearly increases of 3%, but that applies to employees. So I don't think that's appropriate to be in the agreement. I think she would come before the board and request a raise. That's the way it was done, would be done. of the county.
Right.
I just want to make the board aware that's the approved contract amount. Assuming everybody knows that. What should be in this agreement?
To revisit our motion and vote, second and vote.
No, I think I don't think you have to redo that. I just want to make, in case there was some discrepancy on that. I was assuming there wasn't. I just wanted to make you aware of it. That's it.
I am going to need a motion to accept the 2025 annual report.
Make a motion to accept Hancock County Solid Waste District Waste Management District as presented by our director.
Second.
So motion and a second on the floor to accept the Hancock Solid Waste Management District's 2025 annual report as presented. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Any other business to come before the board?
I want to commend you, though, on all the hard work you've done in all this, because recycling is very important to our future, you know, and it's good to see that those numbers are up and how hard your diligence and time you spent is for us citizens.
Thank you.
And I would like to echo a little bit of that with your patience with us in developing your contract, because some of the contractual things we've been doing haven't been done correctly, and we're getting those things straightened out. And I know it's been a challenge for a lot of people, but it's trying to get the difference between an actual employee, actual contractual employee, so Hancock County is in a good place with liability.
Absolutely.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. We're adjourned.
Thank you very
I'd like to call back to order our commissioners meeting. We have, at this point in time, let's go ahead and take care of the prosecutor's office.
That's already done.
We already
done?
did that,
It's off the
yes.
table. To be determined.
Okay. All right, John Jaconis.
And he comes to us in 2026 wearing a polo shirt, no tie.
He said
Still
he
asking
said
for
he was
money.
modeling.
I am. I was wondering what you thought of the color.
I like green.
I like do. the logo. I like kind of that. like it. I saw it and was like, it's a good one. Yeah. So, good morning. Happy New Year. You ran into me before this morning as I was putting your new panic buttons in. Everybody should have one hanging at their little things. Even we gave one to Scott too. So.
What was it? Oh, yes.
The panic buttons, yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you.
Yep.
I wondered
Should we
what-
push
I
it
was
and see if they actually work?
They will, yeah. Well, they're actually, so I learned this morning that they're actually watching us right now in dispatch, so they will know that we're,
So don't
that we're
push it.
okay. Yeah.
Don't push it.
Yeah, so, again, I do apologize for I normally get my stuff out to you somewhat early, about the late email last night, so, we will, what do you have first in
We
your
have
packet?
Nelson Alarm.
For is that for the Purdue Extension?
No, it is for,
The new prosecutor's office at 233 East Main, right? Okay, so that's the third bill for $35,593 that you have?
yes.
Okay, so we'll do that one first. So originally that was going to be split between one of the other bonds and my bond. And Mary and I talked about this before some of the money was removed from the other bond. So what I'd like to do is just pay it out of the full amount out of the 911 bond. You had already approved that a while back. So we literally just got the bill like a week ago.
So you're saying you just need a motion just to acknowledge it?
Yep, and so that way Mary knows when I send the transfer request from the bond proceeds to the specific line item within my bond that you have approved it.
Is
the
the 911
bond the 2022A? 2020A. Wait. I was gonna say, I have it on my desk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 2022A.
Okay.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve the Nelson Alarm invoice in the amount of $35,593, which will now be paid from the 911 bond 2022A.
Second.
We have a motion, a second on the floor to approve the Nelson Alarm contract bill, whatever you want to call it there, for $35,593 to be taken from the 911 2022A bond as presented.
Do you need Gary's signature on this?
No, it's just the invoice is
Okay,
all it is.
okay.
Basically, I was just coming here as a accounting.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll pass this
We
back down. Then.
we have a motion second on the floor. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign? Okay. Motion passes.
And then the next one that I have, if you're okay, is the Purdue Extension equipment. When we originally put this door access equipment in, I wasn't aware of the complexities of them being on the Purdue network with their computers and our cameras and door access being on our network. What I'd like to do is replace the hardware for the door access system in there, which would then allow everything to go through the camera systems. And working with the Purdue IT people have said that they can get that, because that's available. We can get that to them, and so that way the people at the Purdue Extension can control their doors and see who's at their front door on their front door camera and whatnot. And the people who are in the back can actually see the lobby of what's up front. So that's
then in turn, the equipment that is currently in there, the hardware, it's just the hardware, all of the readers and the wiring, those are all staying the same. It's just the brains. The brains of that we bought for Purdue will actually be used on one of the next projects for 233 East Main to continue adding the door access.
There'll be no additional monies at that point?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
And where are you suggesting this is paid for from?
Originally, when I had brought it up back in December, I had asked if we could pay for it out of my CCD. But that's it. I would have enough in my bond to do it if you'd like me to take that out of my bond as well, because I'm really trying to get rid of that bond
I
this
think
year.
that getting it out of that bond makes more sense.
It
We're always
does.
getting asked to dry those bonds up, so.
Okay. Yep.
And you probably didn't encumber this money from your bond, or do we even need to do that?
No, it's all in the
No.
proceeds.
Okay.
Yeah. It would just be another transfer that I would send over to Mary.
All right. Well, I make a motion that we approve Nelson Alarm quote 10112 for the Hancock County Purdue Extension Office for door controllers in the amount not to exceed $4,655 to be paid for out of the 911 bond.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to approve quote number 10112 for the Hancock County Purdue Extension Office for door controllers. And it would be taken out of the 911 bond for $4,655.00 as presented. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Then number 3 doesn't necessarily have to be decided today because I don't know where this will be paid from. And then again, it's a door access, the new door access equipment for 123 East Main in the portion that is being remodeled now. That quote came in at $31,055. But again, I know based on this, what I'm going to talk to you about last, I won't have the money in my bond to do this one. So I don't know if that can come out of the new one.
The 2025?
I don't know if it can come out of the new, I don't think it can come out of the new bond. I think it's got to be all used up per the project. So I think this is a part of that project. I don't think we.
Okay, like I said, we can
research. I mean,
correct.
We will find the money
To be
pay for
determined.
it.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Where, how soon does this need for you to know so that the install goes in the appropriate time?
Obviously, the sooner the better, you know, because we had to kind of hold off on doing the door access right away. The sooner the better, but if we have to wait till the 20th, then we wait till the 20th. So
they're not doing any inside construction or anything right now anyway, are they? They've just done demo. Isn't that right?
Oh, no, they're doing
no,
construction.
that's I thought they were almost finished with.
Are you in the prosecutor's office or?
No, 123 East.
Oh, okay.
123 East, the old jail. Yeah.
Okay.
This is for the new community corrections section.
Mary, could this be considered CCD? To improve a capital?
Possibly. Confirm that first.
Okay.
Because it's, like I said, it's up to you if you want me to move forward today and then we determine where because it's not going to get done right away, obviously. It'll be a couple weeks before they even.
I honestly would be more comfortable if we just waited till the 20th and let's.
No problem there.
But could you just give them the heads up that that's where we are?
Yep. Yeah.
So
We're
we'll
gonna
leave this
we're
in
gonna
the
do it,
red
but we
folder.
can't tell you we're gonna do it.
Right, just to be prepared.
Okay. And then the very last thing that I have for you is, which should be close to my last bond project, is I would like to work with the commissioners and the county attorney to get an RFP together to replace the windows in the Emergency Operations Center at 640 South Main Street. They are in terrible shape right now, and they are expensive because they have to withstand the F4 tornado and debris up to a certain amount of miles per hour. So I do have a draft document for that, but I'd like to work with the county attorney on that first before obviously I present that to you. All I'm asking permission from you today is just to say, yep, we can start working together.
Not a problem doing RFQ.
Okay.
Are they leaking and
What's that?
are the windows
Oh,
leaking
yeah.
and
They're
fogging
leaking,
up?
they're fogged up, they're
They lost their seal and.
So,
they're,
do we need a motion on this first?
To table it,
You want to table it? Is that what we're going to do?
Just bring
on
it
the other
back.
one?
You can
Just bring it back.
Just bring it
Yes.
back.
the last Nelson alarm.
yeah, correct. Yep, I
Okay.
will do that.
I don't have a problem with the RFQ.
Me
No,
neither.
please, and Scott, he's agreed to engage to help with that, so.
Yep,
go
and
ahead.
it'll, obviously, I don't think we'll have it ready by the 20th, and then obviously we'll work with the auditor's office when you approve it. And that should be about the last project out of that bond. So that
Okay.
should take up the last, and we may look, if we do have, depending on how the windows come in, we may look to replace the whole front door because that's starting to rust out at the bottom as well, so. But that's all I have for you, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you again, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Happy New Year.
So, do you guys have anything else?
No?
Do we have any comment from the floor?
Oh.
Come right ahead. Good morning.
With this, like this, we've been off for 2 weeks, so there's a request for the Green Township trustee to have an email account. I'm thinking instead of just giving one to one township, we should probably outfit all the township with email accounts. What do you think about that? And if that's the case, our contract with Microsoft is due next month, and I can just add it on to the new contract for next year. for this
Well,
year.
I think anybody who's doing business for the county should have an email.
It was specifically the trustee, the township
trustee.
Yeah.
trustee. wanted
Plus
to-
you had Mike Long also with planning. He needs an email too.
Who's this?
Mike Long,
Okay.
because I think he's using his personal email or something
What
like
office
that.
is he with?
He's
planning
on the
department.
planning board.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
So, like, the board
I would
members,
agree, anybody doing county business should have a county
Yeah.
email.
so, okay. I'll get a hold of Mike and touch base with him.
I'll have to increase our budget for our licensing for the next year, so.
There's always an increase.
The other thing, since I'm up here, I'm gonna let you know right now, there's been a 177% increase in storage costs, which means everything I buy is gonna be probably 3 times as much as it is. And my budget's already set, so I know it's not gonna be enough, but just wanna warn you beforehand that that's coming, so.
Storage.
In the hardware, the
Hardware.
storage hardware?
Hardware.
Okay.
Software's we lucked out on software, we're about the same there, but hardware's going way up, so, because of AI.
It is interesting about that because you think about now you can get terabytes in a laptop computer where it just wasn't too long ago. It would take like a semi to have a terabyte of information in it, but I can see with AI what.
They're taking up all the storage AI is, so that's why it's costing so much for small people like us, so.
Do you, well, I can ask that offline. I'm not gonna
Motion
fire-
to
not gonna
adjourn?
fire people up.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
We have a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign? I never get anybody to